Okay, right. I'm just going to do a quick video on this. So, yes, I've seen the new trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu, and yeah, I get what everybody's saying. There isn't really a whole lot of hype for this film. It's kind of very much just meh. I just feel this feeling of meh, like the vibe is just meh. Like, I don't think really people care that much about Star Wars anymore. Well, I mean, look, I still love Star Wars. I still love it, but we've had too many disappointments. I think. I mean, I didn't mind the Skeleton Crew. I liked Andor season 2. I quite liked Ahsoka. Parts of most of it I liked. Some of it I didn't. Mandalorian season 3 was not great. It had some enjoyable moments here and there, but then it had some real terrible moments. Having Jack Black and whoever that woman was, that just ruined it. But and also just Book of Boba Fett, like changing the Mandalorian, like bringing back Grogu. It's like it was a It was a waste. Like they put Luke Skywalker in the show as well in that season, and it's like, why put Luke Skywalker in a Book of Boba Fett show? It just doesn't make any sense, really, to be honest with you. But anyway, yeah, this trailer. So, I'm looking at the film and I'm thinking, yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks like a good movie. I reckon it will be fun. I reckon it will be enjoyable. Good time at the movies. I'll go and see it. Maybe not necessarily on the opening day, but as soon as I can. But there's nothing in this trailer that wowed me. It looks pretty much like the show. It doesn't look cinematic enough. Like it 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 just looks like an episode of the show. That's what everybody's saying that, and it's true. And it's the same shtick again. It's the same. Little baby Yoda does something cute. Ah ha 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 ha. No, Grogu, don't do that. Don't you can't eat that. It's the same thing again. It's just regurgitating everything. It was good in the first season. Second season, it was great. And then the ending of that season, we had Luke Skywalker coming in. It blew us all away. Grogu and the Mandalorian Din Djarin, they parted ways in a nice way, in a good way that made you feel like great. That's a good little conclusion to that story, and now we can get a new story with the Mandalorian. You can still make the show the Mandalorian, but now the story can be different. Now the story could be about Din Djarin doing something else, going somewhere else. Season 3 would have been great, actually, if Grogu wasn't in it. But I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. But it's just the same old, and it's kind of boring. And this film, as I say, I reckon it will be good. But I mean, I think as well, like, if Luke Skywalker is gonna pop up in this film, which I think he should, why aren't they showing it? Like, why aren't they showing him? And again, I'm not saying I need Luke Skywalker to show up, but I'm talking from their perspective, like the filmmaker's perspective, Disney's perspective. They want to earn a billion at the box office. They want people to come and see the film. They want to wow people with nostalgia, and they want to bait people to come in to see the film. So why aren't they doing that? Why aren't they? Because they want to recreate that same buzz, that same fan buzz that they got from season 2, from the final of that show. So why aren't they doing that? Just seeing Din Djarin and Grogu, and then that purple dude from Rebels, it's Sigourney Weaver. It's not really enough, is it? It's not really enough. I mean, and there's some Jabba the Hutt creatures. It's not really enough. It just feels like same old, same old. But I think they're making a sort of a they're making a calculated business decision here with this movie. They're making it as a I think they're making it on a low budget. They're making it, well, not when I say low budget, it's not really a low budget, but they're making it on a lower budget, so that this film, I don't think is made. I don't think it was made on about 200 million. I think it was made on a lot less than that, which is good. You shouldn't overspend stuff, and then have it then come out and then be a complete bomb. It's like with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That film had like a 350 million budget, and then it only made about 300 million at the box office. So that's not good. So obviously they want to try and avoid that. I think they're being smart here with this film, just making a smaller, much more lower budgeted film, taking a hit TV show, a show that actually works with the fans. The fans love it. I still like it, even though season 3 was not that great. I liked all the stuff with Mandalorian in Book of Boba Fett though. I thought that was good because the show basically became the Mandalorian. So I liked all of that. But again, that was supposed to be a Boba Fett show. That was supposed to be a Boba Fett show. But whatever. One thing I will say about this trailer that I did like was that they actually showed Pedro Pascal's face. And I know a lot of people, are a little bit sick of Pedro Pascal, but I think it's good for the character of Din Djarin, because the whole point of the character is that he doesn't take off his helmet. He doesn't take off his mask, right? And in I think season 1, yeah, he does take off his mask. But then in season 2, he takes off his mask again to try and save his Grogu, to try and save Baby Yoda. And it's sort of like, he went against his creed to save his friend, to save his son, basically, his adopted son. And then in the final episode, he takes off his helmet so Grogu can see his face as a show of, sort of, hey, little guy, I'm gonna miss you and I want to see you. I want you to see my face. I love you, you little green bastard, and I'm gonna miss you. Such a great ending, but they ruined it. That's what I'm saying is like he's in this trailer, he's showing off his face, so it's like it's all about him becoming less of a cult zealot sort of thing, less of a fanatic, and becoming more human, taking off his helmet, becoming more human. And he could have done that in season 1. He could have settled down with the Native American woman, in season 1. If he just taking off his helmet, he could have lived a nice life in that village. And so that's the whole point of his character. So seeing Pedro Pascal's face is good for the story because it's like he's becoming more human. He's becoming, or the villain obviously is taking off his mask as a way of saying, haha, yeah, I've taken off your mask, you prick, you bitch. What are you gonna do now? Haha, So that's good as well. But anyway, the action and the visuals all look good. Sigourney Weaver, I like Sigourney Weaver. I'm gonna go see the film, and of course everyone's gonna see the film. I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion though, and I think they know that. I think Disney knows it's not gonna make $1 billion, and I think they've learned from their mistakes. I'm looking forward to next year actually, because then that Ryan Gosling film comes out, The Starfighter. That sounds more interesting to me. Like that seems more exciting. I'm more excited about that. But anyway, we've got 3 months until this film comes out, so I can wait. I'm happy to wait. I don't mind. But yeah, it looks okay. It's just meh. You know what I mean? It just looks meh, and I wonder if because I mean, why wouldn't you put Luke Skywalker in the trailer if he's in the film? Why wouldn't you do that? So maybe he's not in the film. Maybe because maybe maybe he's not. Maybe he's in Ahsoka season 2, perhaps. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping. And again, I don't need Luke Skywalker to show up, but I like Luke Skywalker, and I would like to see him in a Star Wars film in a good way, in a positive way, not in a bad way. But anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. Okay, Mandalorian and Grogu, meh. All right, bye. See ya.